dog.
Shut up. Get this fucking
For real.
shit out of here.
This is some bullshit, man.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Go ahead,
I'm finna make sure I got his motherfucking tag number. I'm gonna make sure I got that. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Fuck it. Fuck y'all. Oh,
I'm with you. I
I'm gonna make sure, cause we got people coming. We got people coming. We coming. We coming, baby. We coming after your ass. We coming after your ass.
You got the right.
All right. So I'm gonna stop it right there. I'm gonna start off as always by giving all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Racha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Hey, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect out there, whoever you might be. And Shalom to 144,000. It's the brother Amawan Padah for the GMS Denver camp. Coming at you with another quick lesson. It's going to be in regards to what you saw in that video clip on Instagram. All right, so yeah, you can see it right here. You got the so-called black man spray painting over the Confederate flag, you know, over Esau's White Lives Matter sign. All right, and this is showing you where we at with it, man. Jake is being roused up against these damn devils. All right, it's actually, you know, both ways, man. These Edomites are turning up. They're starting to rouse up against, you know, you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians. But Jake is becoming tired of these devils, man. Jake is starting to get, you know, roused up, man. That's the term that the Bible uses, man. You know, and it's actually biblical prophecy. All right. Matter of fact, let's get a quick precept on this. Now, yeah, let's get a quick precept. Salaki. So here's when it comes to mind. Genesis chapter 49 and verse 49. Salakia. Genesis chapter 49 and verse 9. It says, Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down. He couched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? All right. And Judah being the southern kingdom, man, the so-called Negro tribes, they're being roused up in these last days. And the Lord, you know, will stir up Judah first. All right. And then also the so-called Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians are going to be roused up as well. We're in the process of this happening. Here in these last days, the Israelites are becoming tired of their oppressor being Esau, Edom. All right. The so-called white race. And, you know, the Lord, you know, will stir up Judah in the end. And we're seeing that happen. They're starting to stand up against these damn devils. It's going to get crazy, man. All right. Let's get this in the AI overview real quick. So here is an AI overview, all right, of that particular verse. It says, this verse is part of Jacob's blessings to his sons, where he describes Judah's strength and leadership. The imagery of a lion signifies power and authority, indicating Judah's prominent role among the tribes of Israel. Because Judah is the head tribe, and that's the tribe in which our Lord Yahweh Shai came from. All right, the Judites, all right, the so-called Negroes will be stirred up in these last days to come at these damn devils. And we're seeing that happen. All right, and that clip was a, you know, token sign of that. You know, about 50 years ago, Jake would not be able to do that, man. You know, they had the whites only water fountains, and, you know, they had the fire trucks hosing Jake down in the middle of the streets for protesting. Now Jake is like, man, fuck y'all. And that's exactly what that that woman was saying, you know, which, you know, she was out of order. You know, women, you know, acting masculine, that's out of order, because a lot of you women are going to get fucked up in these last days for being out of order, thinking that you're men. But the point is that Jake is upset, man. Jake is tired. All right. And the rest of the tribes are going to follow after Judah, man, once it really pops off. Okay. This is a biblical prophecy playing out. That lion is being roused up. Here we have Isaiah 19 verse 17, and it says, and the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt, Everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself because of the counsel of the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shah of hosts, which he has determined against it. All right. So that's going to be playing out right here in America, Babylon the Great, aka spiritual Egypt. Because when Jake gets pissed off, ain't no stopping Jake, man. And the Lord's going to allow the 2/3 of our people, the rebellious Israelites that aren't serving him, to get down to some extent, though they're going to be eventually brought down, because without the protection of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, you're not going to make it. But the 2/3 are going to tear shit up, man. And we're starting to see them do that, man. This is biblical prophecy. And these Edomites, they're afraid, really. That's why they got to go to their weaponry, because they're afraid of Jake, man. All right. And it's prophesied that Jake, when I say Jake, I'm talking about the Israelites, will be a stronger nation than the Edomites, man. That was prophesied in the beginning. Let's get that precept real quick. All right, here we have it. The book of Genesis, chapter 23. Genesis 25 and verse 23. And the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shah, said unto her, all right, Rebecca, all right, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. All right. That's the prophecy of Jacob and Esau in the womb of, our foremother Rebecca. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Isaac brought forth Jacob and Esau. And they're 2 manner of people, 2 nations. And we see that clearly. You have the wicked seed being the Edomites, and the righteous seed being the Israelites, the 12 tribes. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians. Okay. Now, I want to get the AI overview for this right here. So here we have it right here. It says, this verse refers to the prophecy about the twins, Jacob and Esau, indicating that one nation will be stronger than the other. And that nation is the nation of Israel. Okay. You see what I'm saying? And it says the elder shall serve the younger. The elder brother was Esau. He was born first. And guess what? He's going to serve the younger brother, Jacob, being the 12 tribes of Israel. They're finna go into captivity. All right. But it's going to be a fight, man. And we see these devils turning up against Jacob in these last days. You got Esau deporting the northern kingdom, breaking up their families and whatnot. And now he's persecuting these so-called Negro tribes. He's targeting, the 12 tribes in these last days, because he knows that his rulership is up. They feel it. All right. Just like in the time when we were, how should I say this? Just like in the time of old, when Jacob and Esau were in the womb of their mother, they were fighting in the womb. The same thing is happening in these last days, but we know who's going to be victorious. And that would be the 12 tribes of Israel, starting with the elect. Here's another one that comes to mind right here. Zechariah chapter 9 and verse 13. It says, when I have bent Judah for me, filled the bow with Ephraim, and raised up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece, and made thee as a sword of a mighty man. The Lord is going to be with his chosen people, man. All right. And he's going to start with Judah, man. It's like into a bow and arrow. Judah being the bow, and Ephraim being the northern kingdom, the so-called Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians. All right. They're going to be rised up against the sons of Greece, being the Edomites. You see, this race war thing, man, look, it's actually biblical. It's actually ancient. Okay. And we know who wins in the end. The Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah is going to step in on behalf of the Israelites. All right. But it will be a battle. It will be race wars popping off, man. We're seeing it happen. It's biblical prophecy. And Esau's going to get a lot of you Israelites too, man, because a lot of y'all ain't right. All right. But the elect are going to be the last one standing. All right. Here we have Zechariah 12 and verse 2. It says, behold, I will make Jerusalem a cup of trembling unto all the people round about, when they shall be in the siege, both against Judah and against Jerusalem. Look at this, man. The Lord is for to make the Israelites a terror unto these people, man. These damn Edomites and these heathens. You heathen don't get away. You other nations that are against us. Hey, the Lord is finna turn his people up in these last days. Understand that. It says, and in that day will I make Jerusalem a burdensome stone for all people. All that burden themselves with it shall be cut in pieces, though all the people of the earth be gathered together against it. This reminds me of Psalms 83. It talks about how the nations are against the nation of Israel. All these heathen nations, the so-called Japanese, so-called Chinese, Arabs, East Indians, all right, they're all against the nation of Israel. You see? But guess what? They gonna all fall according to the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Especially when our Lord Yahushua returns. All right? Because when Yahushua returns, it's game over for all you heathen. All right? Understand that. We have the victory through Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and there's nothing that you nations can do about it. Now, I do want to bring this out. This is Zephaniah 3 and verse 8. Now it says, therefore, wait ye upon me, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. There you go. So we're commanded to wait for the Lord, man. All right. Now, like I said, I'm not condoning you to go out there and do what you saw that man do, walking up to Esau's shit and spray paint it, you know, because a lot of you jakes that move in that manner, you know, you're going to get unalive, man. All right. But it's symbolic, showing you that, hey, Jake is tired, man. All right. The Israelites are tired of the oppressor. And it's going to come to a head at some point. You see? You know, because Esau's not going to stop being a damn devil. All right, that's who he's designed to be. He hates you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, and he's applying pressure. And hey, what does it tell you? Or what does it say? Oh, what did they say in the world? Pressure busts pipes, man, and it's about to bust in these last days, man. Okay, but anyway, we're not to go out there and be carnal. The Lord is going to stand up for us when they come at us. All right. We're not to go out there and attack these damn devils. All right. You see, we're to wait on Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And when they come attack us, guess what? The Lord going to do something, man, for his elect. As it tells you in Isaiah 59 and verse 19, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Lord's going to raise up that standard. All right. But the 2/3, they are going to get active out here, man. All right. Understand that. The LA riots, man, you've seen that. All right. It's going to be on a larger scale in these last days. So check this out. All right. I was grabbing this precept right here, Romans 12 and 19 to close it out. But check this out. Look at this. These devils are hurt, man. Check that out. Look, you can't get to that verse on this website. There's an error. All right, that's all good. We go to another one. All right, we'll close it with this right here. See if I can go right here, the Bible Hub. All right, so this is Romans 12 and verse 19. Okay. And let's go to the KJV. It says, dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine. I will repay, saith the Lord. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. That's right. So we don't have to go out there and try to get our own vengeance, man. All right. You see, the Lord gonna do what he gonna do to these damn devils. And there's nothing that they can do about it. All we gotta do is wait on the Lord, man, and preach this word. All right. He gonna step in. All right. But like I said, I showed that video to illustrate the point that, hey, man, there's a clash coming. And it's biblical, man. And we know who's gonna win that battle, man. It's going to be the elect of the nation of Israel. All right. Because the Lord's going to step in on our behalf, not because we're just so powerful. No, the Lord is going to be our defense against our enemies. All right. But Jacob is getting roused up, man. Judah's getting roused up, man. That's a key sign of Esau's demise and the return of our Lord, man. All right. And the rest of the tribes will get roused up as well. All right, so that's the point on that. Just want to do a quick lesson on that clip that I saw. All right, so I'm in this lesson right here. I want to give all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. The Kwam Yasharala and the Bible Ball. Shalom.